Have you heard of Fabuland? It's not far away, just a little to the left as you go north, or a little to the right as you go south. Edward Elephant lives there, and so do all his friends. Let me introduce them to you, and tell you just a little bit about them all. Open up the book to inside the front cover. Have you found the place? Good. On the left page, can you see Edward Elephant? Edward Elephant is kind and gentle, but he daydreams from time to time, and then things don't go quite as he plans. Bonnie Bunny is so friendly that she likes to help everyone, whether they want her to or not. Hannah Hippopotamus owns the flower shop. She always has time to listen to other people's problems. Now look at the right-hand page. At the top is Max Mouse. Max Mouse is always looking for adventure. He is lively and full of exciting ideas. Joe Crow runs the airport in Fabuland. He is a fearless pilot, always ready to try out new daredevil flying stunts. Wilfred Walrus is captain of the ferry and loves to tell stories of life at sea. Lionel Lion is the mayor of Fabuland. He feels very important as he drives round in his big, shiny car. I'll introduce you to everyone else after we've read the second story on the other side of the cassette. So now, turn over the page. Can you see a picture of Lionel Lion? He's sitting inside a red, white, and blue car. And can you read the words above the picture? They say, Lionel's car. And that's the title of the story. Whenever you hear this sound, turn the page over. Lionel's car.
"What a splendid day,"
said Lionel one morning.
"I think I'll go for a drive in my car."
He was very proud of his car. It had never, ever gone wrong. But that day it did. When it started to wobble all over the road, Lionel couldn't believe it. He was sure it was everyone else who was wobbling, not him. But when he hooted as he passed Hannah Hippopotamus, he found that his hooter wasn't working either. Wobbling more than ever, Lionel drove to Billy Bear's garage.
"Good morning, Billy,"
he said.
"My hooter needs repairing."
"So does your steering, Lionel,"
said Billy.
"You're driving all over the place. I'll have to take the wheels off to mend it, so it won't be ready till lunchtime."
"Thank you, Billy,"
said Lionel.
"That will be fine."
And he set off to walk home. It didn't take Billy long to mend the steering. He was in the middle of putting the last wheel back when the telephone rang.
"Oh, hang on, I'm coming,"
muttered Billy, going inside to answer it.
"Hello, Billy Bear's garage,"
he said.
"Hello, Billy. Captain Wilfred Walrus of the ferry speaking. I've got to load some crates onto the ferry, but the crane's broken.
said Wilfred.
Can you come out straight away to repair it? The crates are so heavy that even Edward can't lift them.
Oh, well, I'd like to help you out,
said Billy.
but
If we don't set sail soon, we'll miss the tide,
interrupted Wilfred.
I can't wait.
I'm just mending the mayor's car.
This is a crisis, Billy,
shouted Wilfred.
All right,
Sighed Billy.
I'm on my way.
When Lionel came back to pick up his car, there was no sign of Billy. He looked inside the garage, but Billy wasn't there. Since it was lunchtime, Lionel thought that his car must be ready, as Billy had promised. He climbed into the car and drove off down the road. But it wasn't long before it began to wobble again, and suddenly the loose wheel came right off and rolled down the hill towards the town.
Oh, my wheel!
Shouted Lionel. Come back! Come back! But the wheel rolled on and paid no attention at all to Lionel. It came to the garden where Max and Bonnie were playing with a big ball. The ball bounced over the garden fence onto the road, and Lionel's wheel knocked it straight back again.
That wheel did us a good turn,
said Bonnie.
Thank you, wheel,
called Max as the wheel rolled on. It rolled through the town and came to Catherine Cat's restaurant. Catherine had been shopping and was carrying 2 heavy bags. It wasn't easy for her to open her gate, but it was easy for her to close it, because Lionel's wheel did it for her.
Well, thank you, wheel,
said Catherine, and the wheel rolled on. Now the wheel went faster and faster, heading for the harbour, where Billy was still trying to mend Wilfred's crane. Wilfred and Edward were just coming across to help him when Billy spotted the wheel coming straight for them.
Oh, look out!
He shouted, and Wilfred and Edward jumped out of the way. The wheel rolled on and smacked into the crates that were stacked ready for loading. It knocked them up into the air, and they fell onto the deck of the ferry.
Simply astounding,
gasped Wilfred, staring at the crates. Then he shouted,
Stand by to sail.
Well, that's one problem solved, but here's another,
said Billy, picking up the wheel. Then Lionel wobbled up in his car, driving on 3 wheels.
This is your wheel, isn't it?
said Billy.
It certainly is,
laughed Lionel.
It took me a while to catch up with it.
I'm so sorry, Lionel,
said Billy.
I shouldn't have left your car with the wheel half on. I'll have it back on again in no time at all.
Thank you,
said Lionel, when Billy had finished.
But the hooter still isn't working.
Perhaps I could help you, said Edward. I'm quite good at hooting.
And he made a sound with his trunk.
Beep, beep.
Certainly, young fellow,
said Lionel.
Hop in.
Beep, beep.
Boop, boop,
went Edward. And off they drove, hooting all through the town. When the music ends, turn the cassette over.